Happy hump day, everybody. For most of us, that means the literal middle of the work week. And for some of y'all, it's literal. Happy Wednesday. What we going to talk about today, guys? I am very, very late to work. But you know what? I feel like women who have a cycle should be given grace because it is debilitating sometimes. And today was a debilitating day. I had no motivation to move like a chicken with their head cut off. That is an old Southern expression. I just didn't have it in me. I'm so weak. I'm tired. Everybody in my house overslept and ignored the alarm, and that's because I think our body needed it. So you know what? I'm starting to live by the mantra. You know, I love my mantras. Um, Ask for forgiveness and not for permission. You know, if they say something to me, I'm gonna be like, look, I could have just called out sick, but I'm here. You know what I mean? Look at my face. It's glowing though. It is looking good. I got on a little charcoal eye, but that skin is glowing. That's that Shea Moisture face oil that I spent damn near $20 on, that I thought it was a ripoff, but it is really evening out my skin tone. My skin was very like blotchy, but it looked like it's all brown. I look like two sugars, light and sweet, from the cart. So what we gonna talk about today, peoples? I was gonna go and talk about more about the 14th Dalai Lama and him living his true self, but it's too disturbing. It's too upsetting. I'm a realist and objectivist. Nothing is gonna happen to him. Tourism in Tibet, $7 billion a year. Him being ousted from China by the CIA, his shady past, blah blah blah. We all know it. It's all Googleable, right? Well, why go into it? It's just upsetting. I'm a firm believer in karma, and what goes around comes around. You're gonna get yours, sir. You might not get it off the front end, but you damn sure are gonna get it off the back end. So I want to talk to you guys in my little car rant about food. So I'm thinking about doing a hood booger. I was going to say keto, but I'm not really following keto, but I think oh shoot, I hit a bump and it knocked out my front camera. Lord have mercy. Jeez. Now, it's not going to help me if I'm in a crash. It might just be dirty. Anywho, so I'm not following keto per se, because to follow a ketogenic diet, it's under 20 grams of net carbs, right? Net carbs are carbohydrates minus the dietary fiber and or sugar alcohols in a meal. So you usually have sugar alcohols when it's something sweet, like an Atkins bar. So let's say the Atkins bar has 25 carbs, but your sugar alcohols is 20 carbs and your dietary fiber is 3 carbs, which would make that Atkins bar 2 net grams of carbs. Now, staunch, hardcore people on the ketogenic diet do not minus dietary fiber, and I believe they don't consume sugar alcohols. Very strict. I'm not. I'm a dirty lazy keto, hood booger keto, and that has worked for me. Before my surgery, I lost 70 pounds on the ketogenic diet, which I kept for a good part of the year. And I stopped because I was trying to make a baby. And not saying that I couldn't have stayed on it. It was just, I couldn't focus on it because it is very, very labor intensive, organization, meal planning. It is work. Yes, it is work. To be successful, if you have the money, you pay somebody to do it. That's why all these celebrities are successful doing these diets, because they don't have to shop, meal prep, or cook the meals. It is all handed to them at the appropriate time. When you got a full-time job, family, and everything, it's hard work. So you have to literally map out everything you have to eat, because food convenience, is not necessarily keto approved, which means if you're starving and you need to pick up lunch, like you didn't bring your lunch to work, the food around you is going to knock you out of ketosis, or it's going to be too many carbs. Even like, oh, let's say, oh, I want to get Chinese food and I get chicken and broccoli, no rice. That brown sauce is full of sugar. That's why it tastes so good. That's why my daughter calls it sweet broccoli. Nobody told her to call it sweet broccoli. She calls the broccoli from the Chinese restaurant sweet broccoli, the chicken and broccoli. And she don't really eat the chicken, so we just get the broccoli and brown sauce. She calls it sweet broccoli. She knows. She's 4. She can taste the sweetness. I've never called it sweet broccoli, but when I looked into it, yes, it's brown sugar. Sometimes white sugar. So it's so delicious. And if you look at a lot of Asian cooking, it's a lot of marinades and everything have sugar. That's why it's yum, 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 yum. Because sugar is delicious. So anyway, even if you eat that, yes, you're making a better decision than if you eat the rice, but you still, have the sugar. And if you say no sauce, it's gross. It's not appetizing. So you have to plan. And when I was trying to make a baby, I couldn't work. I was in school, was getting my master's, be a wife, have fun, have a social life. I just couldn't do both. So I let it go. And then I got pregnant. So, the keto diet helped me lose the 70 pounds to help boost my fertility. But I got pregnant, right? And I didn't do keto while I was pregnant, but I only gained 23 pounds with twins. And who could only gain 23 pounds carrying twins? Because I made sure every bit of food that went in my mouth was healthy and necessary, because morbidly obese, advanced maternal age, multiples, they told me to you should take out one. That's what they told me. You should take out one. You check off all the boxes. You're putting your health and your children's health in danger. We don't recommend it. You should downgrade. There's a scientific way, but basically take out one. So I made a conscious effort. I said, how much weight could I actually gain to be safe? They said, don't gain no more than 20 pounds. That's what they told, 20 pounds. And they said, I'm being generous. They said, we rather you not gain any weight, but that would mean that you're losing weight while pregnant, which they don't advise. So they said 20 pounds. A woman carrying twins can gain between 50 and 100 pounds during her pregnancy. I know women with one baby that gain 50 pounds. I had 2. I only gained 23 pounds. Anyway, I had more energy. I felt better. I slept better when I was doing keto. So I understand how it is. I've been doing this for years. When my mother needed to lose weight, she went right on keto. And she was very apprehensive because she is a child of big sugar that demonized the fat industry and made you think that fat was bad and sugar was good. And that's why most low-fat foods are riddled in sugar, because fat is taste. So if you take the fat out, it tastes like shit. So they substitute it with sugar, and sugar is bad for you. But anyway, she fought me tooth and nail on that. Didn't want to increase her good fats in the foods. And I'm saying you can't do this without eating the fat. You're going to get really, really sick. But anyway, she finally gave in and she lost lots of weight, was feeling better. The swelling in her legs dramatically decreased. But anyway, she's now indoctrinated in the Nikki keto verse. So I think I'm gonna do videos, because there is a lot of food videos and blogging catered to people. I'm trying to cater to white people. The food is not appealing for somebody of an Afro-Caribbean descent. We like flavor. Our palates are highly seasoned, which means secular food to us has no taste. You know, I go out and people are like, oh, this delicious. And I'm like, this ain't got no flavor, because I'm used to highly seasoned foods where I can't really find any videos that cater to that. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to start doing my recipes. You know, some still pictures or whatever. But I'm not going to teach you guys how to wash and clean chicken and cut an onion. Y'all should know how to do that. That's the part I hate in cooking videos, where I have to watch you cut an onion and watch you cut a pepper. Like, girl, no. Jump to the meat and the bones. It's like a porn. I skip all the dick sucking. I skip all of that introduction, how her car broke down. Just get to it. Get to it. Time is money. I don't have time to watch you warm her up. Get to it. Same thing with cooking videos. Like, I skip. Like, oh, come on. You got everything laid out in these cute little bowls. I don't care. Open up that garlic powder in that dirty container that you keep grabbing with your dirty fingers, that got all the seasoning stains on it, that the cap don't go down no more because all the powder done gumped up around it. Show me that, because that's what my videos is gonna look like. And I'll make the stewed chicken keto dinner that you put over a bed of raw and uncooked spinach leaves, and you use all that sauce from the chicken to jam in your mouth and eat that spinach. So that's what my videos are going to be about. I'm going to start a new segment on Dirty Lazy Hood Booger Keto. That's what I'm going to call it, because these are damn sure hood booger presentations. They're going to be on paper plates and all that. So look out for that. I did a little short on how I did pesto and commercial grade fresh mozzarella, and I didn't lay it out all pretty. I literally took a butter knife and smeared the pesto on the cheese and ate it with the same knife. Okay, this is for busy people. If you are not that busy, please spend time improving the presentation and the quality of your meals. But if you are juggling multiple things like a circus clown, and you don't even have time to take a shit without checking work emails, these videos are for you. And also, I'm going to give tips on eating out, because I did do that a lot. Like, I would go to McDonald's and you could get the sausage and the round egg and cheese on a platter with, tips like that. Or when I went to Five Guys, and you can get pretty much any burger you want in a platter, and what to do. So, and the bacon trick, you could get as much bacon as you want. So tips like that, stuff like that. So, I just want us to be healthy. And even if you don't have a weight problem, it's really good to decrease the amount of processed carbohydrates that we eat. Because if you live in America, you're stuck to eating our food, and we do not have the best quality of food. We just don't. And contrary to popular belief, I'm not here to indoctrinate you or proselytize you, but that food pyramid that they shove down our throat is highly inaccurate, and it's false, and there's a lot of conspiracy and money thrown behind why they want you to eat more grains and carbs and less of the good things. It's all about money. So that food is cheap. There's a reason why you can get 48 cookies in the Dollar Tree for $1.25, right? But you get 2 ounces of frozen stir-fry vegetables for the same $1.25. That bag is damn near empty. There's a reason why if you go into a supermarket and you buy one apple, it is over $1. I'm not talking like get one apple and weigh it. It's like $1.19 for one apple. One. There's a reason. There's a reason why healthy food is expensive and processed food that has been processed so much that it could barely be classified as food. Like Kraft cheese singles to me are delicious. That blue packaged cheese, that pasteurized cheese product, delicious. Like if I have a barbecue, that's what I that if you have a barbecue, that is the best cheese for a hood backyard barbecue. But I had to stop buying it. And now I buy sliced, sharp cheddar cheese on the block, sliced like singles. And my kids have to eat it. I'm introducing them that to them so they don't have the flavor palette or any memories of eating the Kraft singles because I do. I would choose a Kraft singles over a piece of sharp sliced cheddar because of the way it tastes, and there's a reason why it imprints on the brain that way. It's not by accident. It's not that it's delicious. It's addictive. It's addictive so you can buy it. And you buy it and they want you to buy it because it's cheap. It's cheap. So it's cheaply made. It's so overly processed. It's not even food at this point anymore. But, just trying to live healthier and even if it's not to increase your life, you know what I mean? Even if it's not to increase your life, even if it just increases your quality of life. You're not waking up in pain. You're not waking up achy. You're not feeling sick. You don't have leaky gut syndrome. Even if your quality of life your life expectancy stays the same, it's just better. You feel better. Your mood is better. I think everybody in America suffers from some kind of mental thing. That's just the world we live in. There's children being killed. There's gun issues. There's sexual assault issues. This shit with the Dalai Lama, the Catholic Church, it's just too much. Everybody suffers from PTSD. Everybody. So let's increase our quality of life starting with food.